Logic 0, use a monospace font. Okay, here in chapter 4, we're going to start doing answer strings. And essential to this methodology is the use of a monospace font when you are doing the work. So when you are creating an answer string, you need to be using a monospace font as you create the answer string. So what I want to do here is to show you how to format a Google Doc in the way that I'm doing it. You don't have to do it exactly the same, but you do need to be using a monospace font. And I'll explain what a monospace font is as we go along here. I'm going to create a new Google Doc from scratch. So just hit on a blank here. I have the settings here so that the background is black. You know, you notice that I like the sort of black background with white text. It helps when I'm doing work late at night, and I hope that's the same for you. When you go to File and Page Setup, you can select the background color here. So if you want to change it, you can change it, and you can make it, you know, any color you want, whatever is comfortable for you. So that's under File and Page Setup. And then you just select the background color here. And you can save this as the default, as I have done. So that whenever you create a new document, it just comes up this way. And okay, so a monospace font. The most famous monospace font is Courier New. Okay, and this is what I've referred to as a, you know, sort of, a typewriter font. And I'm going to change the text color to white here. And it's helpful for these videos to do it at 24 point. So this is Courier New. Which is based on typewriter fonts. Oops. However, my favorite is Consolus. Both of these are monospace fonts. And so let's talk about the difference between monospace fonts and proportional fonts. So these are monospace fonts, some examples. Proportional fonts, a couple of examples here are Arial, of course, is very very popular. So Arial, and let's see, and then things like Georgia is a more traditional font. These are proportional, and what makes them proportional is that, for example, like this I in Arial is very skinny, but the I in Courier is the same width as the R, is the same width as the U, is the same width as the O, is the same width as C. So the spacing, the horizontal width that the characters take up on the page are homogeneous. They're one width, mono width or monospaced. And Consolus is the same. So that all of these are the same width. But with Arial, skinny L, wide A, skinny I, medium width R, very wide capital A. And proportional fonts are, they're more elegant. They're more aesthetically pleasing. And so, if you're writing a paper, you're turning in an essay for your philosophy class or English class or whatever, typically a proportional font's going to look more elegant. But we want to use monospaced fonts in this course from here on out. So you can pick any monospaced font. And if we look at Wikipedia and we look at the page here, notice here, proportional has several more letters than monospace, yet proportional fits within the same amount of horizontal width as monospace, because this one is written with a proportional font, where the widths are adjusted for elegance, and monospace fonts are just all the same. And I think here someplace, see also, let's see, list of monospace typefaces. And so actually here under list of monospace typefaces, you have a whole list of, there's hundreds, if not thousands, of monospace fonts that are readily available. So, pick one that you like. All right. And so in the next demonstration, I'll show you the importance of using a monospace font, but I just wanted to let you know what a monospace font is and how to get a Google Doc set up using a monospace font.